Set, our guys came out completely ready to play. I mean, what we put ourselves in a position to win the game. Defensively in the first half, we held them to, I think, 32%. We had a 10-point lead. And then second home game in a row that we went up against a phenomenal individual performance. I mean, we couldn't stop their point guard defensively. Arsenault had 29 points. They made some shots down the stretch. And down the stretch, you got to have guys make plays. And he made plays. He made stop. We're sitting here losing by right at the end of 2 home games in a row, giving up over 60% from the field when that's been our bread and butter. And we had our opportunities. I mean, we had three missed layups down the stretch that went in and out. Had an open 3 that went in and out, and they made theirs. So, you got players. You got to make some plays. I was proud of how hard they worked. We did so many things we set out to do, and you got to give your hats off to number 3 for being the best player on the floor and taking over and just making one shot after another. Yeah, he hit 2 big threes, and they just came out. They were down 10, and they just came out. And we've got to get that kind of leadership from us down the stretch. And I thought, I had to call a couple extra timeouts to settle us down. We ran a little side out of bounds play. Christian Thomas really played well. We ran that side out of bounds play, I think, minute and a half or minutes left, and Christian hit that free throw jumper right there. And even the last shot. I mean, guys got to make plays. I mean, let me look at, we had a guy make a play against us here in this gym a week ago, and we got to make some plays. And I went up and hugged Ben right away. I mean, Ben, no one takes it harder than Ben, making plays down the stretch here. And he's been so big for us, we wouldn't be in the games without him. So he's gonna make a game winner. I know he will. And he's got a heavy heart right now, and because he's such a good kid. But we played. I can't fault their guys' effort, toughness after playing 48 hours after coming back from a tough loss from Green Bay. You put yourself in a position to beat a team that was 3-0, and they made a lot of plays down the stretch. No, I think through scouting, scouting gets you through the first half. Coach has always said that, and then you got to make some plays down the stretch. I thought we've had a 14-point lead and a 10-point lead, and we've had our opportunities. I mean, Cully's got to play better. I mean, we're counting on Cully a lot. He had an off game. I mean, he was 0 for 6 and 4 turnovers, and he's got to play better, and he knows that. And the thing about, you put yourself in a position, and down the stretch you got to have some, find solutions to win games. And we were right there. We got to make some plays, and they made some plays. I mean, a couple of those shots we get against DePaul, against Valpo, St. Peter's, we were getting stops and then closing out games. Well, we aren't getting key stops. I mean, we're up 5 and 7, and we can't get key stops. No, I had to get on them after Green Bay. It was an effort and toughness thing at Green Bay. Today wasn't an effort and toughness thing. Today, I thought our guys played hard. I thought we played tough. We did a lot of things that we wanted to do. I mean, we were in a position to beat a 3-0 team, and we didn't get stops. And a lot of it was credit to them. And they made huge a huge shot one after the other, and it was, and that's why we got to change the culture. It was almost a little bit here we go again, offensively with some of the guys, and we got to make some plays. You got to get in and make some plays, and we were trying to, and I know Ben Field has a heavy heart. I know he had some free throws last game, and he had a point blank layup this game, and I know he's got a heavy heart because he's trying to, do so much for us. No, you got a chance to win it. We had a number of chances. We had an out of bounds play. We shot it, missed a layup, got the offensive rebound, and then got it blocked. And then right before that, we had kicked it out for an open 3. I mean, we had a ton of opportunities to make some plays. And I think that we and you got to give them credit. I mean, man, he was coming off ball screens, hand in his face, launching up some threes. And, we just faced two back-to-back. We let an individual do some, it wasn't like we got caught on something. That guy made some great individual plays to beat us.
Yeah. Again, I mean, it was our second half defense. He gave up 61%. That has to be our calling card offensively. I think each one of us will admit we're not the greatest. But if we let our defense kind of generate our energy, maybe get some easy baskets that way, then we're a much better team. But if we're not guarding and giving up 61% from the field in the second half, and then you let a player such as Arsenal just have a game, and I mean, credit goes to him. He obviously played a whale of a game, but giving up 29 to a guy 6 of 10 from 3 is don't care. If it's hard to win that game.
Chris, you had one of your better games today. Can you just talk about the flow of the game and how things can change in this?
Well, I think at halftime, we're going to the locker room up 10. Feeling kind of good, pretty good about ourselves. And I think in the second half, they just came out with more, fire and more want to than we did, and then this happened. We lose.
Were they doing? I mean, Darling had nothing in the first half, and then since
Right.
is that what it was?
Well,
Not necessarily. I mean, obviously, Darling, played a very good game, but I just think, they just seemed sharper in the second half. They're, playing harder, boxing out, rebounding better, things like that.
It was very physical, too.
yeah. Well, I think it's something Christian and I know coming in. I mean, every game in the post, guys are going to be, they're going to be rotating guys, and they're going to be just told, just try to beat me up with their lower body and be as physical as they can without putting their team in peril and putting us in the bonus and stuff like that. And I think you're seeing that from every team we're playing, is that they're trying to be as physical with us as they can. And part of it, that is just our league. Our league's a very physical league. It's a grinded out, slowed up league for the most part. So, I mean, you got to, we know that that's what's going to happen.
Did they disrupt your offensive rhythm too, or was it just they kind of just taking over?
Oh yeah, they disrupted it. I mean, they did a great job going out and pressuring the wings. They made catches difficult. Some of the things we were going to run just didn't flow as well because of their pressure, and that's a credit to them. We have to figure out ways to get catches, and we didn't make it happen as much as we needed to offensively, just to get the ball in better spots. And that's the guards, it's the bigs. I mean, it's the whole team. Guards gotta set them up, and the bigs gotta set better screens so that way they can catch the ball closer to the 3-point line.
Really, I just think, as a team, we just, kind of need to sit down and think about, what got us in the position that we were in before conference play. Really now it's defending, fighting hard for 40 minutes, things like that. I think the past few games we thought, we've had a sense of entitlement where we feel we can just walk into a gym and beat someone, but, we have to realize that's not going to happen. And if we want to get to where we're going to go, we have to, go back to the basics.
Yeah, we got up to 11.
Do you unconsciously think we got a big lead, or is that not happening?
You never want to let that creep in, and I think that you have to realize first off, how did you get that lead? And for us, we're up 11. I'm assuming that they only had 25 points 23 minutes into the game, and that's defensively, and we have to keep that up. Sometimes when you get a lead, then you start to relax, not only offensively but defensively, and that's something that obviously as a leader on this team, you got to take charge and be the one making sure that that doesn't happen, because when you get an 11-point lead in the second half at home, it's inexcusable to lose that game.
Thank you.
Good, Daniel.